Let's do it live!
All right!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Salty Goodness. This is Salt, also known as Aaron.
And this is Brendan Ray.
Hi, Brennan. How are you?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm pretty good.
You weren't expecting that, were you?
Nah, not at all.
It's like, oh, there's a screaming guy in the room. Why is he screaming?
You know, I'm just going with the flow.
Yeah, going with the flow.
Let's do this thing.
It's just, here we are. We did it.
We did it. Here's the first episode. Guys, stay tuned because this podcast is gonna be
It's going to be the second coming of Christ.
I'm not quite sure about that, but it's gonna be pleasing to the ears.
Or the absence of the second coming of Christ. Which is also super fucking awesome, right?
Yeah,
I can keep being an atheist and be like, hey, there's no Jesus still.
It's gonna be apocalyptic. Let's just say that.
It's going to be fantastic.
So,
Here we are, man. I mean, it's just, here we are.
Here we are.
After so much
guys.
strife and turmoil, we're here and we're present and we're calm.
Do you have presents for me?
No, presence.
Oh yeah.
Like, I am presently here, but not like
I
gifting.
really don't think you're presently here, to be quite honest.
I'm never presently anywhere. Like, I'm like a sophisticated moron who just happens to be alive.
So, do you want to break down the gist of the podcast? Right
No,
now?
fuck them. Let them listen to it. You know, they're going to enjoy the goddamn show. Yeah. I mean, I think there's a great way to start the show. What do you think? You want to hear it? You want to hear what my great idea is?
I'm waiting to hear it. What's the great way to start the podcast?
Now, last night, I admitted to the world that you were a good person. But at the same point in time, I also allowed myself to be the Antichrist.
You know what? That put a lot on to me.
I know. Like,
Yet
you're the fucking voice of reason.
Do I have to be the good person?
You don't really have to be, but at the end of the day, you'll give like a homeless person $1 maybe. I'll just say, you know what? I'll see you on the other side, buddy. Because you didn't have a good run.
You know, you're right.
And, you know, at the end of the episode, when the timer clicks 60 and we're really sitting there and, I'm still an asshole after it cuts.
But you know what? When I go to sleep, I'm still an asshole too.
Yeah, but I don't know if you have Jesus in your life, but, they're really... I really don't like people.
Do you want to talk about Jesus?
No, I don't. I really just want to cut to the core that the people that are going to listen to this, and they're just going to be like, man, that guy really is a dick. And I just want to get that right out of the way.
To be quite honest, you are a dick.
There's no lie about it. Like,
that's the only reason why I associate with you, is because you are such a dick.
Yeah.
And you know what I found out in life?
What's that? That I'll go farther?
No, life is easier when you're a dick. It's just plain out easier.
The only problem is that when you're a dick, emotions.
I think that's called bowels.
No, but if I'm using the ass to dick ratio, I think emotions are like constipation.
The ass to dick ratio. I'm still trying to wrap my head.
I know. I'm going to blow your fucking minds every time that I speak.
Ass to dick ratio.
Because
if your ass is bigger than your dick ratio.
I'm saying the ratio of the asshole to the dick tip.
Wow, I am even more confused than I was before.
Obviously, balls get in the way.
They do.
And here we are.
And you didn't even mention the taint. Does the taint have anything to do with this?
That just leads to improper. In this metaphor, it may or it may not, or it's
You know,
shit. That's unknown territory. I guess
metaphor is tainted.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
So this is going to be a podcast, but it's kind of going to be like a variety show. We're going to have multiple segments, and we're going to talk about multiple things. You may like it, and you may not like it.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Either way.
Either way, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're listening to this, you're probably someone who needs some friends in their life, and we can fill that void for you. You know what I mean?
I'll be your friend.
And you can even follow me on Twitter. I'm super active up there. I make anywhere ranging now between 15 and 20 posts a day on Twitter.
He's got 50 followers.
I've got 50 followers, and you could be next.
You could be 51. You could be number 51.
How about this? If you're the 100th follower,
he'll suck your dick.
I'm not going to suck anyone's dick. I'm not getting on my knees for anything ever again. We're done bowing to lords, gods, and presidents, I'll tell you that now.
So getting right into it.
I'm a terrible person. Let's go back to this.
You know what? If they listen long enough, they will discover how terrible of a person you actually are.
I got a story. I got a story to start this shit off.
Man. Tell me.
When I tell you that I hate people, I can racially stereotype how shitty you are as a person by your coffee. Yeah. Racial prejudice, whatever. I can tell what you're going to order at a counter before you actually order it.
Okay. Check it out. I'm at a burrito place. What am I going to order?
We're talking more along coffee culture here.
Okay. I'm at a coffee shop. What do I order?
Okay. I don't want to get into height difference here, but I wanted to say, I don't know, you seem like a black coffee kind of guy.
You know, I'd
straight up black coffee kind of guy.
I'd rock a black coffee.
But if you were like feeling fancy, what would you order?
An iced coffee.
Yeah, I figured that as much. I mean, you're just staying on the coffee lines. For some reason, people of certain ethnic backgrounds like to order things that are sweet, and certain ethnic backgrounds are more drawn to the fuckery that is called a frappuccino. And
you know what?
And literally what I can do now, I don't mean to cut you off, I really don't. But to continue my story, I saw a group of 5 come up who were all of different ethnic backgrounds. So I made multiple caramel frappuccinos for them with extra caramel in the cup.
I hate caramel. I fucking hate it.
It's because you're white.
Is that what it is?
It is.
Do I not like it because it's
Well, you would like it if it was mixed with other flavors, though, right?
No.
Oh, okay, so fuck the banana split situation.
Oh, I'll fuck with a banana.
But you don't fuck with bananas?
Oh, I'll fuck with bananas.
Okay.
It's just not
all right,
caramel.
but I was able to tell prior to them actually coming and ordering their beverages.
You could have made their order prior to them walking up.
You didn't even need to get on your app to pre-order your stuff. It was already made for you. Upon arrival.
I saw you 100 yards
I want to
away.
ask you. There was 5 people in the group. How much of a percentage do you think I was right? This is a 20%, 40%, 60%, 80%, 100%. How much do you...
The solid 80%?
I would really like to take that 80%, but I was only 60% correct.
60%.
I was 60% correct. That means I
in
ethnically
school,
had...
Isn't that like a D?
It's a D minus. I was just above failing.
You still passed?
I passed.
You still passed,
motherfucker. I did, and it was fantastic. And I looked at my Spanish supervisor, and I said, I pre-ethnically made those beverages. And she looked at me, and all there was a sense of laughter. It was a cynical laughter.
Not disgust? Because
I'm
almost disgusted that you're racially profiling people's coffee drinks.
No, but it's the same way with anything. I mean, I know this is an odd way to start this, but it's just true. Like I'm not racist or prejudiced in any way. I have a black friend. No, it's not like that kind of a scenario.
Say, okay, that's what all white people say. It's not that I'm racist. It's just that I know that I profile races, and I just know.
It's just I've been in the industry.
I'm not racist.
I mean, you can't really do that with like pepperoni because like fucking everybody loves pepperoni.
No. I work at a pizza shop. Not everybody does want pepperoni.
There's a lot of people that would just want pepperoni on their pizza. If not, there's something wrong in their head.
Those people are not the people that you want to hang out with.
They probably order like a Bianca or a margarita pizza, and that makes you just like a total douche.
Yeah, you don't.
You can like the stuff on a margarita pizza, just add some bacon.
Like the people that order pizza
or if you're Muslim, you can get like the kosher meats. You know what I mean? That are acceptable to your religion.
I don't think there are any kosher meats
at the pizza place you work at. I'm surprised if half the employees wash their hands at the place you work at.
You know what? Any good restaurant, everybody washes their hands. And gloves.
I'm holding back the tongue. That's all I got. That's all I got on this. I mean, that's how much of customer service that has been beaten into my head is that I can ethnically and racially
here's what I really want to know.
Sure.
Do
you just want to go through a flash of how many?
Can you ethnically profile what kind of books people read?
No, I can't. I mean, I could to an extent.
At the unnamed bookstore that you work at, can you say, "Oh, hey, you're Spanish. I got just the book for you."
I would just take them to the Libros section, which is all Spanish. And if I made a mistake, I would apologize because, not all Spanish people speak Spanish.
How do you say sorry in Spanish?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't care.
You should probably learn.
I don't.
We love Spanish people, by the way.
We do, but it's just not my thing. Like,
especially their butts. I love Spanish girls' butts.
Okay. Brennan likes south of the border, so if you are interested and live in the Orlando area, if you live in the Orlando area, you can hit us up at, I guess you run the Facebook, so, talk to him on Facebook,
Yeah, I'll talk to you on Facebook.
He'll holla at you.
Especially if you're Spanish and you got a butt.
So if you're Spanish and you got a butt, here we are. So we've pretty much that's the podcast, guys. We got your dating options already out of the way.
I got a couple.
Got a couple of things.
Of things.
You wrote that down in a really weird piece of paper that your name's on the other side. What's that all about? Did you write down your great ideas on what'd you write them down on?
Well, when I went looking for a job, I only needed one resume because I got the first job I looked for. So
that's been lingering around in your backpack, basically, and you're like, oh, this is a good notepad.
I had some extra resumes, and I wrote some things on the back of it, man.
So your employment, this podcast is more important than your next employer.
You know what? When I look for another job, I might just give them this exact resume.
And what's on the back of that piece of paper?
You know what? I was browsing the internet.
The fucking internet, man. You need to be careful there.
The interwebs.
You need to be careful out there.
I know, man.
There's
a lot of
step
porn.
in some pedo shit and.
Whoa, bro.
I know we're going there. We're going there right out the bat.
Dude, I've never encountered that, and I don't plan to. But I was looking at some random facts.
Brennan's random facts of the week that no one fucking cares about.
All right, check it out. Because Trump is fucking shit up, this may not pertain to 2018, but as of 2017,
2017, woot, Obama, woot.
If every American would contribute $45,503, we could completely eliminate the national debt.
All right, so